Alrighty, everybody, and good evening, and welcome to another edition of Sky Harbor Live. This is Slavin. I'm going to be your host for today. We are going to start off with what I call the potato camera, and eventually transition to our low light camera. So let's spend a couple of hours together plane spotting, and thank you once again for joining me on a Friday night. Our first big bird that we have is 767, flown by UPS. We are having a little technical issue, so hold on. One second, my friends. I did some changes on the program, so now it's being a little jerk. Not gonna lie. Alright, dude, what is going on? Technical issues. Alrighty, we're dealing with a bit of a technical issue, but we got it fixed. There we go. As you can see, we have a beautiful sunset. We really really can't beat these Arizona sunsets, to be honest. We were having an issue with one of the cameras syncing up. I think I tried a little bit too hard to make it a little different today, and we're just having a bit of an issue. Is the sound and everything okay? So we're eventually going to switch over to a different camera, so bear with me. Frontier taking off into an Arizona sunset. You really can't ask for much better. Perfect. Yeah, we added the clock. It was actually a lot of people were asking me to do it, so we were able to figure it out. It gives the opportunity for people that are flying to know when their flight was. So I don't know if you guys heard, but there's some good aviation news going on. So we have a local airline called Mesa Airlines, and they're a regional jet carrier, but I guess their pilots just renegotiated a new wage. So pretty cool. It's always good to see the pilots getting paid. My camera is still set up for the big cinema camera we're going to be using later. So janky. Apologize about the first few ones. That's the camera settings the way they are. As you can see, the ground crew is working hard. Hey Bernard, how are you, man? Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. Let me show you what we're known for. We're known for our beautiful sunsets. So as you can see, we have a beautiful sunset. There's a control tower. Hey Hugo, if you're working up there, I'd like to say hello. You can see the hard-working people up there. They asked me to zoom in, so I'm going to zoom in for them for a little bit. Oh yeah, I saw that Frontier announced 10 new. They're actually going to try compete with Spirit Airlines and Allegiant. So that's going to be interesting, honestly. Listen, I just want to point to these guys working up there. I know like maybe some of them are watching this. That is their tower right there. And then, as you can see, this looks like a little Allegiant. An Allegiant jet is setting up. Oh wow, you're an engineer. That's awesome. Is it freezing? Hold on. 1 second, Kate. Let me figure this out. All right, we're gonna stop the stream for a second since it keeps freezing. Hey, Kate, is it a lot better now? Yeah, I don't know what is going on. I'm having technical issues. I've never had technical issues with this before. Now I'm freaking out. I don't want to be bad. Alrighty, we're gonna relocate the camera for a second, so bear with me. Maybe that's the cause of my issue. Because I'm assuming I'm right next to a gigantic pillar, so that's basically causing issues. $37,800 series. He is headed to San Francisco. So it's a United Evo Blue. I'm a big fan of the Evo Blue, not gonna lie. I don't know how much longer this camera is going to be able to keep up, so we're going to switch over to a better low light one. And if we're lucky, we might get an America West Airlines livery Airbus. You guys remember a few years back when United beat up a guy to take him off the flight? He is off to San Francisco into this beautiful sunset. Alrighty, Kate, where is this headed to? I am on Terminal 4 right now, on one of the garages. So I'm going to freeze you guys here for a second and explain what I'm going to do next. So let's figure out if this is going to work so you guys can see my face. So, alright guys, so it's getting a little late. This camera is not very good in low light. We're going to switch over to this bad boy. So this camera is supposed to be, it's actually really good in low light, and we're going to be testing it out. And hopefully we can actually track the planes a lot better. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Slav. I run a page called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor. I'm an aviation nerd, so in about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we're going to do a live exchange of cameras. It could work, it could fail, we'll see. Also, look what just showed up. It's a Swift Air 737, or a DHL operated by Swift. So a lot of action tonight. Alrighty, it might be time to switch cameras, so let me figure out how I can switch over to another text or video for you guys. Howdy, SWA Flyer. We are just attempting something, so Alrighty, first test. Did we screw this up? Let me know if you can hear me, because we could have screwed this up. So we got to do this together. It was trial and error for the first time. So currently we're shooting with a camera that can legitimately see in the dark. Kate, let me know. Doing a test, zoom test. And we got two. Perfect. Hi, Leah. You have to join me next time. We're actually experimenting with this low light camera. So, alrighty. I'm not a big fan of OBS. And what's beautiful about this camera is we have a 70 by 200 lens. That right there is a 737 Max. So let's see if we can see any of the people in there. And we can actually open it up to as much as we want right now. So we can literally make it look like it's day. How you doing, Fixing Night? So, alrighty. Since we've figured out all the issues we've had, knock on wood, everything works well right now, because typically it doesn't. So you can see the flight crew working, you can see their tablets. You can actually see the people in the plane. So he is working, doing his checklist. Hey Brian, how are you, my friend? I gotta take a couple deep breaths, because if you guys just knew the issues I was dealing with before this was not very fun. I was trying my best to give you guys the best quality, but for some weird reason, it sucked. So we have an American Airlines A320 headed to Memphis. So we're gonna try and focus on that plane. So we're getting a bit of a glare, but I will fix that in a second, guys. So, apologize, experimenting with this stupid camera that is just starting to give me issues right now, so... Apparently, when I clicked one of the settings, it thought I wanted to record in 4K 10-bit, and it decided to hate me for a second. So what I always have on my lenses is this. It's like a glass for it that protects the lens. I worked out legs tonight or yesterday and my legs are on fire, so sorry for the panning. Look at that sunset. That is freaking beautiful. Thanks, man. I'm just, yeah, for me, I actually like to give people quality, and when everything goes wrong, I kind of go into a shell, and I start freaking out, so I know it's not good to do that. Anyways, did you guys hear? We were talking about it earlier. Frontier Airlines is expanding its operation in Vegas, so they're going to actually be adding more flights to compete with Allegiant and to compete with Spirit. Also, I'm kind of sad that Spirit Airlines is going away because we're going to lose a lot of jokes. And then you could actually see the terminals are pretty dead right now. There's nothing there. These are eventually going to be filling up with Southwest planes. That's actually our newest part of the terminal. So it's actually pretty cool. So let's see what else we're going to be getting. That's going to be departing in a little bit. Alrighty guys, we might be in luck. We're gonna see an MD-11 depart. So let's see. He is scheduled to depart at 7:54. So right over there, where I'm gonna be pointing at, is our logistics part of the airport. So as you can see, we have Jackson Jet. We're actually home to a refueling fleet of the Arizona National Guard, known as the Copperheads. So a lot of KC-135s. They're really old planes, but cool to see flying. And then over there, you can actually see that's our logistics area. So you have all of your planes, like your FedEx feeders, your UPSs, your Ameriflights, all the good boys, all the hard workers. And then I think that is a short that's approaching right now. So as you can see, if this thing decides to focus, so here comes a little air cargo carriers plane landing. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like that I'm on the roof and at night, because during the day the sun is just borderline disrespectful. Nobody likes the disrespectful sun. Also, let's see if Hugo's up there. I don't know if Hugo's watching. Nope. This Prius, whoever drives this Prius, I will give you like 20 bucks if you park anywhere else, dude. Like, for real. How's it going? You can see all the dudes working here. They're chilling. And up here is South Mountain. So I know I talked about it last time. That's actually another good location for you to go plane spot. But if you go there during the night, be wary because there's some shady individuals over there. So those are the antennas up there, like the broadcasting antennas. Kevin, I know you hate that Prius with a passion. Like, that guy literally parks there every freaking time. What's up, dude? I finally got to meet you, man. How you doing, Brad? Good. I have a camera if you want to take photos. Yeah.
Nice spot.
Hi, dude. I like the spot. So we're joined here by one of my friends. Was there one? He flies for Ameriflight, so he's encouraging me to sell all my camera gear and become a pilot, which I want to do, but I'm poor. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to test out this camera, this night camera, and because this little potato camera doesn't do its justice. I'm gonna freeze you guys for a second on one of the planes. Well, I just talked to somebody, so. I think that's a 737 MAX. So 1 second, guys, we'll be right back. Want a drink? Want to be on live and tell people how would you do? Nah.
I'm not that good at cameras. So.
Here, just talk. Ask people. So we're gonna give the microphone over to Juan, and he's gonna basically. You guys can ask him any questions. He's actually a pilot, so there you go.
Everyone, I just met this guy here. I was planning on joining him for a while, but I
So if they have any questions, they're gonna ask you questions. They're gonna pop up there. So ask them to ask you any questions.
there's so many bad things on really. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's a guy.
John Doe.
Tell John Doe to come over.
Come say hello. Where do you think the Southwest is going? Take a guess.
I don't know, man. California somewhere.
Probably. Yeah, it's a wind. Screw it. I'll go on this side. I'll take over. Sorry guys, we're still trying to work this stuff out. I'm waiting for the MD to take off. So are you flying tomorrow or no?
Nah.
Get the day off. So what's your schedule with them?
So we usually work Mondays through Fridays. Also, they work also Saturdays, but that's if you flag the 99 mostly.
Okay.
One. And we take off somewhere around 7:30. I'm sorry, 6:30, 7:20, depending on how much cars and everything, like how long they take. And we come back at between 6:30
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Sometimes, like for example, the run that I did today, the flight was going to Nogales and back. So it also depends. I flew on that. Yeah, I flew on that MD-11. That's gonna come out. Going to Louisville.
How does it feel flying on the MD-11? So what do you think is faster, your MD-11 or the Beach? So he just said that the Beach is better than MD-11. Do we throw him off this garage right now? I do not advocate for throwing people off the garage. I still need to get a better lens. My girlfriend has one of my better lenses, so once I get it, we'll be able to actually see more in the night. So people are asking about your schedule, so here, explain to them. So Juan's going to basically explain about his schedule, where he flies and works from.
So I work for Ameriflight. I think people don't know that airline. It's a cargo airline. They fly mostly for like UPS or DHL and sometimes FedEx. And we take pretty much all the cargo we have from the big cities all the way to the small towns like Arizona.
That's cool. We got a double shot. Heck yeah.
Like I was saying, so we take the cargo pretty much from like the big airports all the way to small towns, and we usually fly out of mornings pretty early, somewhere around 6:30, 7:20 a.m. and then we come back here at Phoenix between 6:30 and 7:20 p.m. So that's pretty much like the schedule. It depends also on what flight you want, but it's one flight, two flights.
There's an MD-11 coming up. Ah. My girlfriend keeps texting me. I'll take over. Anyone ask? Alright, can you hear me now, or is it better now? Hold on, let's figure this shit out. I just cussed. Is this better now? Can you guys hear us better? I think it's a lot better now. I don't know, man. I think we fixed all that. He's coming, so let's do this.
I can hear you, but not him. I might just have to like talk a little bit louder.
I think he just needs to talk louder. That's what he's saying.
That's a FedEx.
FedEx. I think the UPS might be next, or
They should be leaving in like 25 minutes. If it's an MD-11, maybe it's an A300.
so. Last time I streamed at night, we had the MD-11 all lined up, and then something happened, and he was actually delayed. So it's a bit of a windy night in Phoenix right now, so kind of might be an issue with the sound. Oh, I made a mistake. I think I was actually filming professional interviews, so I had my sound down really low. So let's do another test. Can you hear him now? So
Test, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now? Do I have to scream or is it okay?
no. Type yes if you can hear me.
Can you hear me well? Type yes. If no, make a donation so we can get better audio.
We're poor. Yeah, the weather is actually nice in Phoenix. Yeah, I'm trying to get better audio. I was.
Alright, cool. Perfect. Better audio.
Like, is this your water or my water? Oh, you got the drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got my drink. So yeah, at FedEx, most likely is going to Memphis.
So how did you get into flying?
I got into flying when I was like 9 years old. I used to fly with my, I used to fly RC airplanes with my grandfather. And so that, and I always loved like this perspective, things from above, you know, like from heights. I love seeing things from a high altitude, and that, like that, the RC airplanes and the combination with the views from above, they just got me into it. So since I was 9, I knew I wanted to be a pilot.
That's awesome, man. And then how did you start with Ameriflight? What was your training like when you actually started flying? Like, what would you give any advice to anybody that wants to be a pilot? What would you tell them?
So, I mean, you want to start in a flight school. There's different ways of getting into like aviation. You can either go to a university, which is the expensive way, or you can go directly to a flight school, and it's a little bit cheaper and better. You know, aviation is something that, like I'll say about 90%, it's like passionate about. So if you know.
So we're just waiting for this MD to go off. So. Taking here.
Good.
All right, let's see what's landing.
So you got that MD-11 waiting for who knows what. Most likely, is that that's from here. That's like I said, yeah, that's a NetJets citation, I think.
So crazy seeing the scale between these two planes.
The camera is amazing. I gotta say that. Like I can't see the airplane from here, but from the camera, wow.
We're gonna get better with every time. This is actually our second test of using the camera at night, so we'll see what happens with it. Maybe we'll get better. I'm gonna get a better tripod as well. The tripod I have is terrible.
That doesn't look to me like that, but okay.
Alrighty, what do we have coming in? Let's see. It's hunting. It's hunting for focus.
The difference between the sizes of even a 737 from Southwest to an MD-11, it's just amazing. And once you're standing right next to one, it's like, wow, you can't believe the difference. And they're jets, so.
It's gonna be sad when they retire the MDs. That's gonna kind of be like.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be going in like maybe like the next 5 years.
So we gotta enjoy them while we can, right?
Yeah, oh, look at that livery. Have you seen it?
Which one? Oh wow. Here we go. We have a special livery coming in. Tell them it's special livery, Arizona 1. No, it's New Mexico. I got it wrong twice. Apparently, I don't know what Arizona and what New Mexico is. Forgive me, don't disown me.
Yeah, so we got a New Mexico special Southwest livery. It's kind of nice. All yellow.
Dude, I got it wrong twice, man. Earlier today, I was talking to somebody, and I told them, oh, that's Arizona 1, and then they looked at me like I was crazy. Now he looks at me like I'm freaking crazy. Maybe because I'm crazy right now.
I'll hand you over this.
Cool. Alrighty, I'm back. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. It's a UFO, yeah. Basically, I'm afraid to touch any button right now, to be honest. Because every time I touch a button, something goes terribly wrong. We got some lightning going in. So you guys let me know if everything's in focus, because I'm actually manually focusing everything since the lens is not doing a good job at it. All right, MD, what are you doing? Alrighty, he is moving.
So what is that, like a power?
Yeah, so I'm running a power right here. So there's there's actually a button that I have to actually click to change the focal point. Because the last time I clicked a button, literally the screen went blank. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. Honestly, this camera, Sony does not like me, and I don't like Sony. I think it knows. So then it tortures me.
And the lens is awesome. Wow.
So this camera that we're actually using is primarily used on like sets to capture. It teams up really well with the Sony FX9 and FX6.
I'm gonna take it from here.
So it's a freaking awesome camera in low light. So we're testing it out and seeing how everything works. MD-11 taking off.
We're gonna taxi actually to 25 right. For some reason the FedEx guys never take off from 25 left or 7 right. I don't know why.
That's gonna be a heavy plane. We're gonna focus on this plane while this thing lines up. New Mexico taking off. Apparently I kept thinking this was Arizona 1, so if you guys want, you're gonna all take turns hitting me because I screwed up. If you guys could only see what my screen is seeing, everything is red because I have focus speaking turned on. So what focus speaking is, it tells you exactly what is in focus at the current moment. It basically looks like the movie Predator, what the Predator would see after chasing me for like 20 seconds because I overheat very quickly. That's basically, I can switch over different cameras on there, so I can transition. So eventually I'd like to have multiple cameras, but currently at this moment I am even struggling working a single camera. It's a lot different. Night spotting versus day spotting is totally different because there's so many different things that could go wrong. So this is actually my favorite shot right here, man. Usually when the MD goes straight on, you see all three of the engines.
You know what I like from the MD-11? The roar when they're taking off, man.
The Pratt & Whitney engines that they have are just...
It makes your chest vibrate.
It's like... It's awesome when you hear it. Let's see if we can hear those bad boys roar. Look at that big bird. She's heavy.
Fun fact, the MD-11 is, I think it's it has the fastest climb rate of all like the big jets.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can climb like 5,000, 6,000 feet per minute when it's almost empty.
So
Like crazy.
Juan told us that it has the fastest climb rate of any of the big jets. It can climb 5,000 to 6,000 feet a minute. That's the fastest out of any big jet. That is a fun fact we learned today. The more you know. Much different than a Cessna 152, which has a -6 feet climb rate. We once flew into Sedona with the 172, and that was like the most wild freaking takeoff I've ever had. Alrighty, let's see some of these planes here. So it's kind of died down for a little bit. We're gonna get some more traffic when Southwest starts flying in. Bravo Lima, I'm actually using a Sony DSLR. It's actually really good in low light.
So you got an A300.
So our next big boy jet that we have is Airbus A3000.
And there's also a 767 taxi later on. You got landing a 73.
I actually enjoy the night spotting because I don't die from heat stroke. Because I usually spot during the day, and in Arizona, go open up an oven, make cookies, open up an oven, and stand in front of it for like an hour. That's how much energy you're going to be missing afterwards. So apparently, you guys know my gripe with the 737 pilots of American Airlines. They use up every inch of the runway, and they're usually the slowest guys on the taxiway. Where literally the Southwest pilots are freaking trying to get out of there. The American Airlines pilots go slow.
There's a A330 from Honolulu
Coming in right now.
Hawaii. No, it should be landing at 8:23, so about 20-25 minutes.
Okay, so we have a Hawaiian Airlines coming in, so we don't know which it's usually probably lands at 26. Sometimes if you're lucky, you're going to catch it landing on runway 25. All right, Kate. Here she is.
So I do testing the planes that are in the background.
What's up? What is the question? So these planes, are you talking about the military planes?
Oh, yeah, that's what the military planes.
So those are military planes. We are actually home to a big Air Force base here, and these guys usually provide training for refueling for the pilots.
So that one of those had an emergency today. I don't remember where. The fuel thing didn't come in.
Oh wow.
So they had to land it with the thing out.
So apparently I was told that the KC had an emergency, like the fuel thing didn't come in and they had to land with it. That must have been scary. The crazy thing about those planes, they're actually like 60 or 50 years old, 58 years old. So you probably have multiple generations. Like a grandfather would have flown it, and then basically his kinder or whatever you call them usually take over. Yeah, I'm very surprised at this camera how well it does in low light, man. And this is actually not a this isn't actually a designated low light lens. I've never been to Stewart Airport, to be honest. So let's see, we have an Alaskan Airlines 737. My favorite is Alaskan Airlines has proudly all Boeing fleet, but then they have Airbuses on there.
I think they have more 73s than Airbus, but they have Airbus.
I believe they got most of their Airbuses when they merged with like Virgin America. I like Alaskan Airlines, man. Or Alaska Airlines. It's like a fancier Southwest. They got good customer service. But we went to Seattle Airport last year. And man, that thing was like, it was so humid in there. Yeah, apparently the air conditioning doesn't work that well. What is that? Is that a Contour?
That,
I have no idea what that is.
look like a
Is it a Delta or what the hell is that? I think it's a CRJ.
No, it's a J6. We just came in from Las Vegas with the Top Gun Maverick livery.
So there we go. We have a JSX Top Gun livery, which I was very shocked to see.
Yeah, I've seen them in Kingman actually. They've been in Kingman for a while.
JSX fly private for under 100 something bucks. Cool.
Very cool, yeah.
I like them. And there we go. We still have this thing waiting. Yeah, Cookie, that is a Top Gun livery. Honestly, we've actually been seeing this plane quite often in Phoenix. Like, from this garage with my eyes, I can't see this plane, but the camera picks it up really well.
Yeah, from here I can't see it.
And plus, guys, I'm blind. Like, literally, my glasses, like, if somebody else was to put them on, they'd probably, like, puke. And
Who is hosting this live stream? I just found this one tonight. Really introduce yourself.
so my name is Slaven is my name. I'm Serbian. I'm actually based out of Phoenix, Arizona. I run an Instagram called Fly Phoenix Sky Harbor, and about a week ago we decided to start streaming. So we bring you the joys of aviation, and typically me complaining about the heat, but overall it's, yeah, I sweat a lot. That's one thing you guys will know about me if you ever meet me. And when I have anxiety, I could literally make sweat angels. So, but yeah. I'm a filmmaker. I actually used to be a staff photographer for a local university, and then used to make short films. Now I'm a commercial filmmaker and aviation nerd. So when I go plane spotting, this is actually my getaway from work. So I'll have a long and stressful day, and then come out here and film planes. I started doing this maybe like 4 years ago, and then I found a really cool community, and who knows, eventually I want to start flying, so I've been studying my ground-based stuff. I'm using the King Flight School, John and Martha, and they're so cringy, but it's freaking awesome, because that's why you remember it. They're like, it's so cheesy, but it works. It sticks in your head. So, how hot is it? Let's see. It's not that hot. I think it's like 97 degrees or... It's 100 right now. Yeah, it's 100 degrees for 38 degrees Celsius, and it's 8:05 at night.
Yeah, 38 degrees Celsius.
Alrighty, so what's the over-under on this thing rocketing out of here? I think it should be pretty heavy, so it won't be doing a steep takeoff.
They're heavy at night.
Alright, let's focus on a plane taking off while we wait for this. So our airport really doesn't have that many large airlines. Southwest is kind of like our primary. But anytime we get a big plane, it's a special event. Speaking of big planes, I know the Boeing 747 is finally nearing the end of its production lifespan. So in October, I believe Atlas Air will take the final ownership of a 747. So I kind of want to go up there when they do it. Might be cool to see. That's crazy to think, man. 747s used to be so freaking common. Now it's like... Alrighty. There she is, lining up on the runway. Flight radar always acts up. Well, I think Boeing really needs to figure out what they're gonna do because. What's up? Yeah, it's crazy how quickly the year goes. But Boeing needs to do something, like either design a new jet, because I feel the 757 is getting there in age. The 737 MAX has like the worst reputation, and Airbus just keeps kicking butt. Get ready, y'all. Mariah Carey's about to be on every station soon. She's a heavy girl.
When you're inside of the cockpit taking off with those jets, you see how the runway is just getting like
Smaller and smaller.
smaller, smaller, smaller. You see take away like how is this thing stop if something happens? You're like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
because like from my plane, for example, I see it and I see a whole lot, but on those things, when you land, they're coming in so fast, and you're like, this is
So do you eventually want to fly for one of the bigger airlines?
I'm actually in a program for UPS.
You are? What are you going to be flying? Like 757? What up, mate?
How you guys go?
Good. It's actually Slaven. It's not Kevin.
What is it?
It's Slaven. It's
Slaven.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still broadcasting live?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Still
Okay.
alive.
So did you see any of my messages on there? I was writing, hey, I'm in Chandler.
Yeah, we told you to come over.
Oh, okay.
We just had somebody else join us here
Oh,
from
alright.
Chandler.
Was that the Ameriflight guy?
This is Ameriflight. This is the Ameriflight.
What do you fly for Ameriflight? The Beechcraft 1900. Oh. Hey, so I was wondering, do you guys do the live broadcast out of LAX and?
No, the ones out of LAX, that's actually airlines videos. I think he's going to be here, so.
Really? Oh, is he? Is he coming today?
I don't know. Kevin, if you're still on there, tell us when you're going to be in Phoenix. People want to meet you really badly. You're like a celebrity here, bro.
I've seen his videos also. It's kind of nice.
Well, my account actually started as a burner account, and then I burned it.
Does TSA or the police ever come by and see like question you? Or?
Nah.
Okay. TSA doesn't have to do anything with it. So you basically have a camera that goes to a laptop, right?
Yep.
And then that goes to your YouTube live?
Yeah. I'll give you a sticker before you leave. Alright, my horizon isn't straight and it's driving me nuts, so I gotta fix it. So, no, I'm actually running it. I bought a prepaid Verizon Wi-Fi thing, so that's how I'm getting Wi-Fi.
Are all these people like the ones at LAX, SFO, Vancouver, JFK, O'Hare? They're all separate people?
Yeah, it's all separate people. We're all aviation nerds.
Oh,
So we all just like planes, dude.
I thought the guy at LAX, he said he's doing a summer tour where he's going to different airports or something like
Yeah, he is.
that. Okay.
I don't know, is he still on there? Yeah, Airline Videos is Kevin, so... Here, let me get you a sticker very quickly.
So can I say hi to the world?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Here, you can... This is our microphone that we're using.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, it's great to meet Slaven, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So, how long have you been in the Phoenix area?
So I've been in the Phoenix area for 22 years.
Well, I'd be beat you. I've been here for about 35.
35?
Yeah, even longer, kind of off and on. So
Were you?
I know this airport really well. And so when somebody comes on YouTube and starts commenting on Sky Harbor, I get a little jealous. So I had to come by and see what was going on. And it's glad to know that TSA and nobody harasses you guys.
We try and be respectful.
Right. But, you know, everybody has their power complex. You know, maybe if, you never know who you're dealing with. What gets them set off or whatever.
You just got to know your rights, man. That's literally... Filming is not a crime.
I
You
know.
can do all sorts of stuff.
I know.
If anything, if you think about it, like plane spotters, we actually can sometimes help them.
Right.
We'll be the first to notice anything like out of line.
Right. So I remember even back in the day when I was a child, my father brought me here, and believe it or not, the Concorde made a flight here to Sky Harbor one time.
What year did the Concorde come here?
That was in the 70s. Yeah, so we've seen a lot of changes. Terminal 2, which used to be United and Frontier, that's no more. And I think Sky Harbor is a really unique airport because it's one of the airports in the entire world that's not out in the middle of nowhere. They keep it right in the center of the metropolitan area. It's easy to get to from anywhere you live in the Phoenix area. And it has a long history. And you know, right now it's mainly Southwest Airlines, and it used to be America West, which merged with US Airways, which then merged with American Airlines. So now it's primarily Southwest and American. And of course we have a few flights out of Honolulu. Of course, Condor comes from Germany, and then British Airways has a daily flight from London. So that's pretty neat. Other than that, the most international traffic is to Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that Mexico is kind of international if you think about it.
Yeah, nobody really thinks about it since it borders Arizona. It's almost kind of like going to another state, but it is another country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, I think we're going to get more international destinations.
I think so because, you know, the Phoenix area, 300 people a day are still moving here. It's been the largest growing metropolitan area in the United States for several years. Even more than Houston and Dallas and Miami. And currently I think we're approaching 5 million people in the metropolitan area.
We got to figure out how to get them to stop moving here.
Well, apparently the 120 degree weather doesn't do it, so I don't know what will stop people from moving here, but everybody keeps moving here.
Yeah, I'll put the mic on me for a little bit. All right, let's focus on some planes. Yeah, dude, I'm poor. Like literally, I need to figure out a way how I need to make an OnlyFans so I can actually fund my freaking parking at Sky Harbor.
So you work for Sky Harbor?
I do not actually. No, I do. I work for Maricopa County.
Oh, I thought somebody worked for Sky Harbor. Is that Kevin?
No, I had the opportunity to work for Sky Harbor, but then I decided to turn down the job. It just wasn't the right time for it.
So let me ask you this: are you going to talk to the controllers and maybe do a controller shot from inside the control tower?
I know we have a couple of people. We have a guy that follows me. They won't let it. But they are.
They will let you in, but they won't let you film it.
Yeah, you can't film inside. Like literally, there's certain things that are off key for filming, and you're like, I'm not gonna mess with
Unless
that.
like they want to do like a certain video for them, like the FAA allows it, other than that, you won't be able to record it.
Let me ask you this: are you going to do a Mesa Gateway?
Mesa Gateway is far. Mesa Gateway is like an hour and 40 minutes from where I live.
It's far, and there's not really too much traffic. It's mainly GA traffic. If you want to do a lot of general aviation shots, also Phoenix Deer Valley has.
Deer Valley has a good collection.
It has a good like jets, right?
There are tons of planes going into Deer Valley, but they're all, small general aviation planes, which, people wouldn't probably care too much about.
What that? Which one is it? It has a flight school. I think it's Oxford.
No, it's AeroGuard and Westwind. Or I think Westwind changed their name to something else.
It's awesome.
It's kind of
So
you have that camera and another one.
Yeah, I have a small camera, so whenever I say potato camera, this is potato camera. It's like a freaking potato. It works really well. So this shoots 4K 30. The camera we're shooting now is like 4K 60. 4K.
So which one is this one is better, right?
Yeah. So the camera we're using is a mirrorless camera, and that actually works a lot better. It's
Is that a Sony?
yeah, it's Sony. It's primarily a low light camera.
Yeah, the shots turned out really well on YouTube.
Man, it is dead right now. There is nothing going on.
Let me ask you this: How do you know? Do you use flight aware or flight radar to track which flights are coming in and out? Or?
I use flight radar, so that's how I usually keep a track.
So that's how you know, like, oh, this is a flight coming in from New York or whatever.
Yeah. So, alrighty, guys, we have a FedEx 767 coming.
You got also the Hawaiian inbound. I don't know how far out, but
And the Hawaiian Airlines is inbound right now, so
try to see if they come. You got a ready, right?
yeah, I do. I need to launch it, but I'm too lazy. I need to actually get another radio because I usually use the live ATC on there.
I don't have a radio. I want to buy a radio.
I don't know.
Let me ask you this: Are you going to do a lot of? Are you going to set up for the Super Bowl? Because the Super Bowl, there's going to be planes coming in from everywhere left and right.
Yeah.
I think the Hawaiian is coming in.
So we might actually get Hawaiian Airlines to land on here. I wish we were in Hawaii right now. I want to go to Hawaii, but my bank account says nope. I spend way too much money on camera equipment. I need to stop.
The shots that you can get over there.
Yeah.
So the people at LAX, where do they set up on the H Hotel?
They usually set up at H Hotel and Imperial Hill. That's usually where they set up.
H Hotel, does the hotel just give them permission to set up there? Or?
I have no idea, man.
Do they set over the parking lot next to the In-N-Out? Have you seen that parking before?
Yeah.
I've been there. Nice.
So if you guys ever go to LA, they have an In-N-Out at one of the In-N-Out terminal areas.
Oh yeah.
That is like the best freaking place. You can eat burgers and then you can actually be fat over there and watch planes land.
They gave the Hawaiian, I think they gave them.
P6.
It's not one by far out, you can see it turning. Yeah. It's that one.
I hope the Hawaiian lands here.
No. No, I don't think so. I'll go 46.
Surprisingly, my Sony, which usually has a problem with overheating, is not overheating. Hey, sorry guys, we get excited. That's when we talk with each other. Let me monitor some of the chats. Ask questions. We'll answer whatever you want.
Do they have any pilot questions? Questions that the pilot would want to answer?
We asked. Yeah, usually whenever I go, when I listen to the radio, I'll sometimes launch one of my little radios, but that thing is getting old. I need to find a new one. But it's also like $290, so yeah. And then if you click the button, you can accidentally talk to people, and then that's going to get you an FAA fine very quickly. They'll fine you.
Oh yeah, I know that.
People usually meow in there, I guess. That's become the latest thing.
Well, that's a 121.5. That's an old joke. They used to do it. They don't like it anymore. But yeah, that's on the emergency frequency.
You were set up at the Terminal 4 SkyTrain station. Because it looked like it's lower to the ground, but it also looked like you were reflecting off glasses.
So I want to ask if there's any 747s landing at Phoenix.
No, there used to be.
We used to get 747s from British Airways. Sometimes during the peak holiday season, Kalitta Air will sometimes fly them in, and UPS. The biggest planes we usually get are.
787.
I think the 74 comes in during peak season for us, like for cargo. So they'll come somewhere up, like after October, towards January,
Yeah.
you'll see some 74s from you.
So the peak during cargo season is from October to like January. That's when they usually fly in. We have an A350 1000 that comes from the UK, and every now and then, if there's a football team playing, they will charter an Atlas Air 747. We had one not too long ago. The Baltimore Ravens came in. London can be fun. I know I hung out with a couple of the British Airways flight crew. Good people. They party a lot too. Professionally.
Was that they're staying in the hotel Mesa?
No, they usually stay like somewhere in Phoenix. But I befriended a few people. That's the beauty of plane spotting. You meet some of the most random people. Somebody's asking how long you've been with Amerifly. Oh, he's asking you.
I've been flying with Amerifly for a year now.
Oh,
Yeah.
were you instructed before?
Yeah, I was a flight instructor before.
Where was that at?
So I used to, I got all my ratings and everything, and I instructed for a year in Miami.
Oh, okay.
I lived in Miami for 5 years, then I moved to Vegas. Lived in Vegas for a year, and then from a flight school from Vegas, I decided to move on into something different, and now I'm on Amerifly. Hoping to join UPS in the next 2 years. So you asked me what plane would I be flying? Either will be the A300 or the 7576.
That's awesome,
One of
man.
the three.
You excited to be possibly flying the 75? That engine is whistling.
I don't know if obviously you know about more than me, but there isn't like tripods that have like that little handle like you move like this.
Yeah, they have the handles. I take off the handle because it gives you a better opportunity. I could actually be very nerdy, and I could set up one of my gimbals, and that gimbal actually has an entire like movement, but I think that would just attract too much attention.
You think so? Why?
Just looks extremely professional. And here's the hardworking ground crew.
So you
Oh,
hit
you're
that?
back.
You hit that car because it took your sweet spot?
Yeah, that Prius parks there. I think somebody works on the ground, so they take a good spot.
Well, either way you'll have fun. I mean, this is a good spot.
All right, let's see what is coming in now.
I can check.
I got it, dude.
That's flight aware.
Flight radar. Oh wow, we have a plane. What?
So you got
From Charlotte to Phoenix, diverting to Orlando. I think these guys got something wrong. This is in Orlando.
That American Airlines that is landing right now. Like we're into Orlando. Let's see.
Apparently this says it's diverting to Orlando, but it's not Orlando, it's Phoenix. Flying from Charlotte. Maybe it landed in Orlando for a little bit?
What about like the LAX guys, do you do sponsorships and request PayPal and stuff like
I
that?
think that's still was pretty dope, wasn't
Yeah, it was. I'm not quite sure, man. I just started doing this like a week ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I wouldn't know anything related to the LAX guys. When they're out here, ask them. They might be able to help you out. And I can tell you I sponsor everything myself. I work 80 hours a week, every 2 weeks, and then, yeah, pay for everything out of my own pocket. Too ugly for OnlyFans. So yeah, pretty dead right now.
it? So you got a there's a WestJet coming from Calgary, but I think that's
WestJet usually lands on 2.6.
Yeah, that's one of
But you guys can see this. This is kind of crazy. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the air, but this is actually the flight path. So you can see all the planes coming in. So if you shoot time lapses, they kind of look like little fireflies. So see? Currently 3 planes up there. Alrighty, where's this plane headed to? So this little American Airbus is headed to Ontario, California, not Canada. It's an Airbus 319, aka the baby bus.
that's the 318.
Oh, that's the A318. Never mind.
So the 319 is small, but have you seen it? Do you remember the 318? They've been removing it, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people have removed it. Like, I think only a few fly the 318.
318, dude, that's like, you get inside of the airplane and you can see the end like right away.
Yeah.
Compared to a 321.
Have you been in a 319 as a passenger?
Yeah, I've been in all of
Yeah.
them.
At the end of the flight, when they shut down an engine or so, the hydraulic pumps start going really loud.
I love that sound, man. Like when
It's
they
like
turn,
they're barking dogs or something.
when they turn the engines on and the hydraulic starts to go up, the sound, to me, I love it. It's like, beep, beep.
I call Airbus scare bus because you hear so many random freaking sounds. You're like, what is that?
So the one that comes on right after the engines are on, that's the hydraulics actuating.
So what's the one that sounds like a whale? You know when they make like the whale sound when they come to the end? Like, primarily I think it's the A220s or the...
Well, I haven't found that one, so.
I'll find out. I'll film the whale sound. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the whale sound that they make, but it's like...
the APU.
Probably, yeah. Alrighty. We have a little CRJ lining up for a departure. I don't want a burger right now. So you guys, did you hear about Mesa Airlines' new collective bargaining? And everyone's laughing at it. I don't...
Well, so, I mean, obviously everyone knows that Mesa was kind of like a low airline to fly to work for,
Yeah.
but they just went above everyone. Pay raise, which is amazing. So right now, the one that doesn't have a contract or a new rate or anything is SkyWest. But yeah, like Mesa is well known for a lot of things, but with this, like they went above Envoy, Piedmont, PSA, all of them. Now, obviously, contracts not only include money; they also include different things. But like they went from like the poorest to the wealthiest.
Yeah. They're going to be flexing on everybody with all their Gucci belts.
Yeah.
Howdy from South Africa. Hi, welcome to Phoenix.
Wow.
What time is it in South Africa? Man, you guys are all from all over the world. We had a guy wake up in Germany and he said it was like 2 a.m. and he woke up and just started randomly watching, which to me, I'm like,
That's so random.
bro, you're an MVP. If you ever come to Phoenix, hit me up. I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you whatever you want.
German beer.
German beer.
I think it's 7 in the morning.
So apparently it's 7 in the morning in
6
South
or
Africa.
7, something like that. Yeah. What do you do when you wake up? Just watch planes.
I watch planes, yeah. Sometimes I fall asleep. Well, since I've been studying, I've actually been watching Mayday air disasters, which is kind of creepy. But I like to learn why planes crash. Somebody says they take a CRJ over the Airbus. You have to get your eyes checked out. The CRJ has no freaking leg room. But it's everybody's opinion. I'm sorry, we can still be friends. Alright guys, if you haven't click the like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for future lives. I usually go live during the week and just share my random thoughts about aviation.
In case anybody's wondering, it's plus 38 Celsius right now.
And I've been told it's plus 38 Celsius here. It is almost 9 o'clock and we are still sweating. I'm about to become a Karen and ask the manager. These guys are wrapping up down here. So I used to work, Mallard Duck AZ worked on a CRJ. It says they're extremely cramped if you take an Airbus on a day. You're only 5 feet tall. I am 6'3", and literally any freaking flight, I feel like I want to like cry. And eventually, if you guys want to find me a sugar mama, I will freaking be glad to take first class. And if my girlfriend is watching, I didn't mean that. And if you're okay with it, cool. Also, if you guys have a place where I can stay for the night, I'd really appreciate that too. I probably just got myself in trouble, I'm not gonna lie. So one of these days, man, I gotta actually get you, when you're landing, I'll line up and I'll get a really nice shot of you. I'll be able to get you in the cockpit.
That would be sweet, like to look at my face.
I can do it, dude. We'll coordinate it.
So
The-
next week I'll be coming from Havasu. So most likely I'll be landing.
Dude, that one time you were gonna land at 2.6, I was so excited. And wait, is that a Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah. You did?
We have a Brooklyn Nets JetBlue that came in. They kept Kevin Durant. I'm kind of glad. He's getting there in age. Alrighty, here's your CRJ. You guys can appreciate it all you want. These things are workhorses. Eventually we'll get more microphones. I was using a wireless microphone, but it was having issues. It was sounding like I was inside of a box. Look at this guy being like Mr. GQ here. So this is our Ameriflight pilot, looking all fancy. I would call him the cargo puppy, but he wants to hit me. It's officially taken over. Tell your friend. You're like, I hate you so much, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna make me famous for that.
I'm gonna make a Cargo Poppy t-shirt and just put your face on it. I think somebody commented that on the first video I filmed of you landing.
I think it was him. I don't know.
I started freaking laughing. I gotta make sure I know what time. What time is it? We'll be on for another 20 or so minutes. Because we got to do some adult stuff like finish up work that I've been ignoring. So I'm just wondering what else is coming in. We have another Southwest taking off. Alright, we're gonna try something, see if it works. I just love seeing the jet blast when they take off over the city.
Have you seen the 727 jet blast?
No, I know we had that IFL 727 come in. That thing was like smoky like a mofo.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday, I think this Tuesday, we have a C5 coming in at 2 o'clock. C5 Galaxy?
Yeah,
Big freaking plane.
this Tuesday.
Yeah.
C-17s come in every once in a while. Those are really
Yeah,
nice.
Bravo Lima, eventually I will go to the north side. I haven't gone as much because last time I did it, I was shamed. People are like, go to the south side. So next one we'll do actually north side.
Where do you set up for the north side?
Just on the other side of the garage.
Oh,
I'm surprised so many people are still hanging out with us on a Friday. So my friend Kate, she's actually going to be going to United Aviate Academy here. She's in Detroit, so when she eventually gets to the program, it's going to be pretty cool.
so will she instruct at United?
She's just going to be a student.
Oh,
She's going to be flying us using buddy passes. And you can see our pretty small downtown. This is the infamous Prius that everybody loves.
I've never been downtown Phoenix. Now that I think about it.
Downtown Phoenix is it's okay. It used to be different. We really don't have a traditional downtown because Phoenix is known as a boom burb, so we have large population growths.
That's not what?
It's called the boom burb. So like we get population growths like of so many percent. So traditional cities grow vertically. Phoenix is just spread out.
but you know, the thing that's good about Phoenix's downtown is, for the most part, it's fairly safe. Not too many homeless people. Compared to other downtowns around the United States and world, it's really safe and pretty nice.
Phoenix downtown is pretty safe. Just don't go to like 15th Avenue and like Jefferson. It's like a third world village. Alright, we have a Southwest landing. The first night stream we did, we had lightning. There was a ton of it. Shout out to Regina for allowing me to do this tonight. I know you wanted to do stuff, but you headed out?
Nice meeting you, man.
Would you like a drink for the road? I'll get you a drink. Hold on, give me a second.
No, thank you.
No, I don't have beers.
It's okay, I don't
Good.
want water or do you want
Looking at memes.
Yeah, imagine how this girl and ocean rules with only less than 60 million days, bro.
Yeah.
Flight for its bad.
And then when did you count it?
I'll probably be out, but it just depends. Maybe sometimes
This week.
on the film. Yeah.
Alrighty guys, we're back. We had some fans stop by unexpectedly. Yeah, I think it's kind of dying down, so let's see how much longer.
Grand Canyon Purchase Fair Retail. Is that any good? Hey, I'm glad you were on.
Bravo Lima, don't get too down on yourself, man. COVID affected a lot of people. Not a lot of us got to travel, but the beauty about the internet is we can all just hang out and do random stuff together. So we'll get through it together. Just a crazy thing how time is flying. It's already September. Look at this. Look at this guy. We can see him. We can see a passenger in there.
So, if you're on the Southwest flight, you guys need to start laughing because we see you. Roast.
That Southwest came from San Diego.
If you are coming in from San Diego and sitting in one of these rows, we see you. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? It's all good. We mean well. So our airport traffic typically at night dies down, especially a lot of people have flown out. We do have a DHL 767 that just turned on. Let's see if we can find him. He's taxiing right now. So this plane is actually going to be flying to Cincinnati.
What, DHL?
I think so, yeah. CVG, that's Cincinnati, correct?
Yeah, that's where they go. That's the base. So when are you coming to the ground, man? I'm telling you.
We'll do it.
Because, well, if you want good shots, you have to be in the morning because at that time there's a lot of traffic, especially somewhere around 10 a.m. There's a lot of departures from this side of the airport. And like where we stand, like the airplanes will be touching down from
Heck yeah.
we won't even need soon.
Enjoy your workout, man. Give us a follow and you guys can be on the next live that we do.
Don't forget like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, hit the bell button to let you know when I'm live. And you guys can laugh at me suffering in the heat. Typically, I don't do well in the heat. People know that I hide and like...
Well, if you go one floor below, right?
Yeah, I go like one floor below, not on the roof.
You should buy those small portable ACs that blow.
Oh, yeah. I actually want to. Well, I'm running this. This is powering the laptop. Everything's kind of like...
Well, I think those are good from your
my electrical plugs. The lovely DHL. Hey Luis, how are you, man? How's California? How's the weather? Probably better than here. Also, you're welcome. Everybody's moving from your state here, so you guys probably have less traffic.
And those DHL planes look awesome. Like that plane, I like it.
Oh, the paint on the DHL is amazing.
Illinois.
What's up, Illinois people?
Why do people hate saying Illinois with DS? I don't know why. I mean, like I said, I'm not from here, but everyone tells me like, don't say DS, just Illinois.
I think it's a different culture thing. Like in our country, we say things the way they're written. Like Illinois, you would say Illinois. Like we actually say DS. Like English is a very difficult language. Like you have the word like Polish and Polish. So you're like, it's like there's so much random like.
Another one is like Louisville, right? I mean, I used to say Louisville, but someone from Louisville told me like that's not how you pronounce it. You pronounce it Louisville, and I was like, okay.
Guys, what is the most confusing name that you might want to try and get us to pronounce? Let's figure it out if we can pronounce these confusing names. We're both ESL students. If you guys want, I can speak in Serbian. Evo sada trenutno pomjera se Boeing 767. On leti iz Phoenixa, leti za Cincinnati, Ohio. Ovaj avion je veoma fin, ima finu boju. There you go, I'm speaking a different language. I'm originally from Serbia, and where are you from?
Colombia.
And Juan is from Colombia.
Latino gang.
Latino guy, aka the cargo puppy.
No.
I'm being told I need to stop using that because it's trademarked and I'm going to get stabbed. So.
No, I love this. Like this just slows my life down. It's chill.
Yeah.
Like I disconnect from the world.
Yeah.
I love doing spotting.
Dude, that's why I come spotting, man. Like I could have the most stressful day, and I come here and I have 2 hours to myself. I just relax. I leave all the problems behind, and then I come home, and then all the problems come back. Huh? You come back, you're like, damn it, nothing's better. Back to reality, and I'm gonna go cry. But we have it good here. As much as people like to complain, we got jobs, we got everything.
There's a guy from Bradford and Texas.
What? Nacogdoches, Texas? How do you pronounce that? Nacogdoches, whatever. I thought you were gonna try and track it. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know how to take the zoom out or anything.
So, alrighty. So we have one basically, so you can zoom out here. I got it. He's handing it off. His first attempt to track a plane was not very successful.
I just gotta know how to use that thing. To be honest with you, spotting is one thing that I want to get into it, but I just don't. Right now, I don't have the time to like go because I don't know how to set the camera. There's just too many things.
You're busy, man. You're flying. That's why spotting takes a lot of patience.
Oh, I know.
If anything, next time you come out, dude, like if you come out like right after you're flying, hang out for an hour. I'll bring the camera and we'll shoot together. You will learn. Like it's totally different. Like it's a different feeling when you're having to photograph something really that fast. Nacogdoches.
How do you pronounce Latam Airlines or Latam?
Latam Airlines. Here, how do you? Here, he'll pronounce it to you.
In Spanish, we call it Latam. That's it. Simple as it sounds. Latam Airlines. Nacogdoches. That sounds like German or something.
Sounds like a nacho dish or something. Yeah. I like it. Welcome to English, hosted by two guys that probably can't pronounce some of the stuff you guys will say.
Can you talk Farsi, Indian, German, Afghan? Damn.
Dang, you know a lot of languages. I can speak some German. I can say, ich bin Ausländer, ich spreche nicht Deutsch. Verstehen Sie bitte? I studied German, like in our country, so up until like you go into 3rd grade, and then you can learn Russian, you can take German, you can take English. So I actually studied,
Is the train working now?
studied German. I don't know, SkyTrain is working. I haven't seen one in a while.
I think
Oh, there he is.
working.
Yeah. Ah, I keep losing the microphone. So we'll see how much longer we'll be out here. I think it's kind of starting to die down. It's died down pretty majorly. There's a guy with the flashlight. So the latest phenomenon I've been seeing on the internet is people pushing planes into other planes. Like the ground crew.
That guy is I thought he was watching the right.
Yeah. He's just chilling. Where's the Southwest going? Is it going to D5? Alrighty, here's another Southwest.
That's the old livery, right? Yeah.
This is the old livery. I think it's called like Copper One, right?
Okay. What do you like better, the new one or the old one?
I like the new one. The new livery of Southwest looks a lot better. The old one, I know some people like it, but
I feel like it's just that orange on the belly is not. I don't know.
there you go. Here's the. Alright, here's the. I think this guy's inspecting the plane.
Maintenance. Exactly.
And maintenance is looking at the plane. So queue up, you guys should queue up Sandstorm. We can't use it because it's copywritten and we get sued. You know the song Sandstorm by Darude? You've heard Sandstorm.
Maybe, but I don't remember.
I'm going to interpret it. I'm not going to interpret it. It's going to sound ridiculous. You know the song goes.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard Sandstorm. Everyone's.
I didn't know the name, but I'm pretty sure like I've listened to it.
Watch, I'm going to get a copyright notice because they're going to be like, you're singing Sandstorm. He's probably looking at the fan blades and stuff. I believe we're actually, Southwest is going to get another gold delivery coming up soon. I know they're building another one. It's going to be like desert gold. Dude, it completely died here. There's nothing going on. Oh, there we go. There you go. The sport chap is doing a walk around, I think. So let's focus on this plane. Let's watch them look around.
These guys are also living.
Yeah.
Both planes are living.
Hey, Mark. I have no idea why his flashlight is flickering.
The lens maybe.
Yeah. I think he's just using a flickering light because it helps him. People ask a lot of fun questions, so yeah, I gotta do an edit when I get home. Finish that up and then do a bunch of other stuff. I don't know if I'll be going on as much in September because it's gonna be my business is picking up. So maybe I'll do like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Well, whatever you can do, man.
And I try and go as much as I can.
Yeah, I mean, obviously business first, man.
Yeah, it's honestly business first, but at the same time,
you should like pick one day that it's like Scarborough, flat day.
Mondays are usually good for cargo here in Phoenix.
So people know, like, all right, I know he's on every Tuesday or whatever.
Hey Ash, Boeing likes you. That's why they're flying the planes. Think of it. You're getting a private air show, and I'm sorry if they wake you up. He says Boeing decided to fly all the test flights over his house at 6 a.m. Where do you live?
He must live like right below BFI.
Do you live in like? Are you where do you live?
He must be living in Seattle.
Are you in Seattle? And the next Friday night stream, we'll bring some non-alcoholic drinks. We can't drink alcohol.
Some nice water.
Some ice water. I actually brought water this time. Last time I was like legitimately about to die.
Do you like cigars?
I don't smoke cigars. I don't do it. Do you like cigars? You're South American. They love their cigars. Fun fact. So we had in Yugoslavia we had a dictator, Josip Broz Tito. He's actually the first person when he went to meet with Richard Nixon. He actually smoked a Cuban cigar in the White House. Nobody smokes in the White House, and then the whole issue with Cuba and the embargo, he opened one up and just smoked in front of him. So savage, but he has a mixed legacy in my country, man. Like, he let a lot of things slide, and then I don't know. We had a big conflict in the 90s that people know about. There he is, looking over.
I don't know what's up with me, like, you know, kind of like weirdo or something, but one of the best things I'd like to see is the smoke coming out of the tires.
Dude.
I don't know what's about it, but like every time, especially a heavy, when they smoke, I'm like, fuck.
I think the smokiest landing I saw was not too long ago, an MD-11. I think he was so freaking heavy. When he landed, there was so much freaking smoke coming out of it.
Usually the MD-11 smoke a lot because they always land. I mean, they always land what we call the positive landing. A soft landing on an MD-11 is a rare thing. But yeah, they smoke a lot, especially because they have like 3 main gears.
So whoever this pilot is, hopefully you find the stream and you can see yourself work. And if you fall, I'm sorry. He lives just north of Everett, Washington. Would you happen to know any info when the final 747 is going to freaking take off? We would like to know.
So just a reminder of get your paycheck. I mean, not get your paycheck, but put the time on.
Hey, get paid, man. That's what you got to do.
Because if not, I'll forget and then I won't get paid.
And he's ready. He probably passed everything.
Also, one of the best sounds is the 7P turning the engine sound. That's
Oh yeah, when they turn on the engine on 737, it's freaking awesome. That's awesome, dude. How's the airport in Nogales? Is it nice?
It's just one runway. I mean, the people there is nice. It's a non-controlled airport, but no one goes there, so.
Yeah.
But it's cool for us because, like, flying an 1900 in there in that, you know, we have flying all the time.
Probably like 2 wings, 2 engine, good plane. I think there's a lot more to it. I hope he actually did his job for their safety.
Well, mechanics take a look at it more deeply, so they check for like the general stuff. So the pilots, when they're doing the pre-flight, they're looking for the major components of the airplane. Every time a plane lands, a mechanic goes after they land and inspects everything deeply. When it just be a pilot flying, it's just making sure that, you know, like the wings, there's no cracks, tires don't have any flat spots, or there's nothing out of order, but a mechanic goes more into it after they land. So
He explained it. I would just say they just do stuff. So let's see what the final thing we're going to film. Maybe we'll get a takeoff and then we may call it a night. So let's figure it out.
You have people from all over the world.
You just woke up. Well, good morning, and thank you for joining our stream. Which one do you think is going to... Oh, well, this one. I hear the bell, but it's the plane right there. He's about to depart.
I think these guys, how do they bring them out? The taxi, they just hold them and roll them in the taxi like that, I think so.
Yeah, they just go up there and then they taxi off. Southwest is cheap, but they're They're what they are. They get you places fast.
I mean, I've flown in Southwest, like, as a passenger, and when I flew Northwest, and they have been the nicest guys to treat me.
They're actually
Everyone treats me pretty well. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
But especially the Southwest people are super nice.
they're good people. Like the bumpiest airport I've ever landed in was. Have you ever flown into Burbank? Burbank is insane. Like, dude, that approach, like, that's like looking down. And we were flying in to go watch Dave Chappelle, and flying in, I could see the marine layer, and I just kept thinking about the Kobe Bryant accident. I'm like, what the hell was he doing flying in that? Like just seeing how thick that freaking marine layer is. It's
And that's not. Well, I mean, it's not that turbulent. There's a turbulence going. I had a friend of mine flying. I don't remember, but they had like specific. They had a specific. What was it?
approach.
No, to this airport they flew over some specific mountains.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying like, expect legendary turbulence. That's not even a term in aviation. Like the legendary, we use like, you know, light top, moderate, severe, extreme, and they said like it is expect legendary. So I cannot imagine that.
Legendary. That's like
Legendary turbulence.
that sounds kind of scary if you think about it. It's like legendary. I'm like things I don't want to hear when I hear the word turbulence is legendary.
It's pretty bumpy.
Honestly, I feels like the last few years Phoenix has gotten super windy. Like, I don't know if it's always been like this, but like, even I've done a few flights, and every time, like, we usually fly from Falcon Field, and we'll fly over like the lower Salt River. It's crazy how you can feel the difference in turbulence when you go from open desert over parking lots. Like, I don't know, like, maybe I'm just like sensitive to it, but like you can literally feel the air moving up. It's
Like, a lot of it has to do with the what we call convective turbulence. This is like bubbles of air.
yeah, convective turbulence. So we have that. I fly drones, and they always tell us like if you're flying really low to the ground, you can actually see the drone like fluctuate. And I've actually had a ground strike with one of my bigger drones because I was trying to do a very low maneuver thing, and that thing dropped like literally like 2 feet instantly, and I just struck the bottom. I'm like, oh.
Do you have drone license?
Yeah, I'm a Part 107 certified. Well, this is the thing. Like, people call themselves drone pilots, but it's like, you're a drone operator. You're not a pilot. I'm sorry. Just imagine you're a girl. You meet somebody at a bar, and they're like, I'm a pilot, and then they whip out a drone. Let's see this thing push back, and once it pushes back and takes off, we will call it a night. Since this airport is pretty much dying down for the night. I think this plane is going to San Jose. Just the waiting game here. Let's see the other ground cruisers. Oh, there's Alaska Airlines getting ready to take off.
Have you ever spotted in Miami?
I have not spotted Miami. Do they have a lot of interesting planes like MD?
You got a lot. Well, MDs no, but you got a lot of like. They have 7.4, A380, A350s, 7.6, 7.5. They got everything pretty much. 777s.
I've spotted in LA, and I've gone to.
Well, LA has everything.
LA has everything.
Yeah, LA has everything. I mean, I would say Miami and LA will be pretty much about the same. Maybe LA having more traffic, obviously, but Miami is also pretty busy.
Well, in Phoenix, like, dude, our traffic is mostly these planes, 737s, and the occasional heavy. Alright guys, I think once this takes off, this might be our final plane for the night, since kind of been fun hanging out with you guys. I know it's a Friday night, Friday morning, Saturday morning, wherever you guys are from. Whatever you do this weekend, make it a good one. Spend time with family, loved ones. This guy is pretty heavy. Is he going to take off? Wow, man. He literally had the same length of runway as an MD-11.
7.3, the performance is not bad, but they always like way restricted.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe they're like super heavy. So let's see if this thing will pull out. Once the beacon comes on, he's going to start pushing back. But you can see, I think they're fueling it up, are they?
I think they're just finishing like closing the doors.
So let's see if I can show you guys the other part, the approach path. So as you can see,
If you zoom in all the way, can you get it?
they look like fireflies over there. Let's see if I can zoom in and we can see it.
There you go. Oh, God.
So that's a beauty. You can see them one by one. So they're coming in. And then these dudes just chilling.
That's the content I want to see.
This is the content we all came for. Golf carts. So, alrighty, I think I see the ground crew. They're moving down there.
Miami is the best city. Change my mind.
Says Miami's the best city. Change his mind. You also said that the beach is better than an MD-11, so I don't trust you anymore. That's one thing. You're dead to me. Well, we have another Southwest pushing back at least.
So you zoom in with which
With this one right here.
You zoom in with that one, and this one is to focus, right?
Oh, this is a zoom in too. So this camera has a zoom in feature that I figured out how to use. So literally, you can zoom in with the lens.
Why is all that red?
So it's red because it tells me it's in focus. So it's focus speaking. So in cinema, a lot of people use focus speaking, so you can like see what's in focus. Like if you're shooting in like low light conditions.
Gotcha.
What's this plane that's coming in? Who says it? Hello, everybody. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name, so hello. We can barely speak English correctly, so don't trust us. Perfect, we got him. Just want to see this thing push back and then we're good to go. Should we wait for him to push back or should we end the stream? You guys vote. If you guys want to see this more often, click the like, subscribe, and click the notification. We'll let you know when we're live next. He's trying to put a thumbs up on there. Airbus, Mikey? Yeah, I don't think they're moving just yet. You usually see the crew and it's...
I mean, they're ready. I don't know why they're waiting for it.
Oh, maybe they're just waiting for another plane to land and then they can move. I just want to see him leave so we can cut this.
Let me try this one. Huh?
Okay, so we're gonna have him try and track one of the planes.
So how do you...
So you can zoom in and zoom out. So just go over there. So you can zoom out with this button right here.
Or with this one? No,
This one
just-
and this one too. So, do you see him?
I do not see... Oh, there you go.
So I can zoom in for you. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, zoom in. Keep zooming in. So right now, one is on the camera.
Let's see if I can beat you.
That's the wheel noise.
Oh, that's just the engine starting.
Okay. So one is operating the camera. Let's see. This is awesome. Let's see how he does. We are going to rate his performance. I can tell the tires.
You see, I can fly a plane, but I can do this well.
Says he can fly a plane, but he can't do this well. That looks like an American Airlines. Not bad for your first time. Look at you, man. Pilot is manning the camera. Hey, dude, good job. First time, man.
And then you see, we got the other one. Oh.
Heck yeah. How did he do? Alrighty, let's see him push back, and then once he pushes back, we may bid you guys adieu for tonight once this happens. Something is going on, and we haven't been paying attention. We've been chatting. We are at 17% battery. I'm surprised my battery lasted 2 hours. This camera usually eats battery. They're taking forever to like taxi or push back.
Yeah, they have flow time, or they were waiting for a passenger. Who knows?
Who knows what they're doing? I just want to see them push back, disconnect, go into the sun or go into the darkness, and that's it. So if you guys like what you saw, hey, Juan officially became a videographer. That's awesome.
I'm glad people are liking it.
Hey, not bad for the first time, dude. Like, you get used to it.
I'm good with my phone. Like with my phone, like the video I sent you, I kind of...
Dude, it's a lot difficult. It's a lot difficult when you're using this camera. You have to like know what you're doing, and half the time I don't know what I'm doing.
Because you gotta like move, zoom, yeah, it takes coordination.
Alrighty. This is what we were committed to. It's basically flickering. It's actually synced up to the whole thing, so that's why it's doing that.
What's it called? The opening time? No.
Yeah, the shutter speed and the...
Say hello to the pilots.
Say hello to the pilots.
I think people are thinking you and me, like one great stream today. I don't know if it's because they think I'm the one doing the stream.
People think that Juan is streaming. It's actually Slav that's doing it. Juan is our guest today. So let's watch these engines turn on. Look, we can actually see the pilots clearly.
I went to say hi.
They're focused.
Look at that code. I don't know what to think about that.
I don't know. This guy is might be training. He's getting a talking to, I think.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. There you go. They changed drivers. I feel bad. Good job, man. You tried. Yes.
That what's that?
Juan is providing color commentary, basically. I don't know what kind of color commentary is. Basically like play-by-play when you were like in a...
Conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this guy messed up. Weren't we just talking about pushing planes back into other planes and we just see this happen? Hey, these ground crews work really hard. Maybe he's training. He's training. He'll get better. Look at those engines. Who is it? Hey Mike, yes, it's me. So Michael Rincon is actually a very good sports photographer. When I worked for GCU, I befriended him and he is a freaking awesome photographer. He's one of my, one of the people I looked up to. He was always polite to me when I was working at that university.
There you go. I thought they were gonna push back all the way to the taxiway there.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Like, I think this guy got confused.
They might just like push him here and he start engines here. Or they'll just cover it. I don't think they can start engines here.
No.
Too close to the building.
That's a cool shot, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's it would be nice if for some reason you can go like there one day while I'm flying and see me like taking off and because you'll be right next to me.
Yeah. Let me know. Like, if you guys usually take off what side? Like, you 7 left or 7
We
right?
always land on this side, except if I'm coming from the north, like landing. I'm taking off, we always use this side. We never go.
Okay, so do you go all the way to the end, or do you just go to that side?
If we're using in the mornings, 90% of the times we're using 7 left, 7 right.
Okay. Well, next time, let me know if in the morning, like if
I
it's
mean, you'll have to be there at like 6:40 in the morning.
not a problem. If you fly out on a Friday at 6:40, let me know. I'll use I have a 150 to 600 lens. I can actually zoom in and get you.
Yeah, like pretty big.
Yeah, I think this pilot is probably getting mad.
You know, I was coming in from Miami last week, and the pilot actually got mad, and he called in what we call fatigue, so he didn't take the flight.
Oh wow.
And so we left, hang out like for 4 hours until they found another crew.
That's crazy how many of these companies like used to treat their pilots like crud, and now like they're like, why doesn't anyone want to work? Like, treat your employees with respect. This was our
We actually started the engine there.
guest of honor right here, chilling here. Mr. Ameriflight himself, Mr. November of their Ameriflight pilots calendar. All proceeds go to us getting new sound equipment. And once he gets off the frame, we will be calling it a night. Thank you all for being out with us. What a commentator. That is his new title. Next time he shows up, that's what's gonna pop up.
He's the color commentator. I really don't know what that means.
Neither do I, trust me. I think it's like something about sports. Okay, let's look it up. So, color commentator definition. A color commentator is an expert in sports who assists the main commentator, typically by filling in when play is not in progress. I wouldn't call myself like professional. Alrighty, this is how we're going to end the broadcast. So thank you all for tuning in. It was a good Friday hanging out with all you guys. Click the like, subscribe, the bell notifications. And you will hear more random shenanigans, random facts, and randomness. So from all of us at Sky Harbor, you guys have a wonderful weekend spending with your loved ones. And remember, to your loved ones, you'll love them. You never know when it's going to be the last time. So, also, I need a tip for parking because I am going to report. So, take care, guys.